afternoon. My name is Chad Lanners. I'm the executive director at Cross Services. Today, I'm here with President Greg McGuirk from Wagner, and you guys have made an impact on Cross Services, and we're so excited to have you as a partner in everything we do. And Greg, I was wondering if you just take a minute, maybe share a little bit about yourself.
Sure, Chad. Thanks for having me. I have been with Wagner for the last 15 years, the last 10 as president of the Americas region. If you're familiar with Wagner, or if you're not, and you happen to go into a Home Depot or a Lowe's or a Menards store into the paint department, you will see our paint sprayers there. We also have a line of products, paint sprayers for painting contractors, sold through the hardware and paint channel, mostly to Sherwin-Williams. And then we have a line of industrial coating equipment in factories all over the place, painting whatever metal widgets. So it's been a great run, and it's a great company.
I believe it is Grace Company, and you guys are worldwide, and the name is definitely recognizable. And I know you guys work hard to make an impact in the community, not only through your products, but impacting those who are in need. And if you could just take a second, Greg, and maybe share why it's important that you guys get out and engage in the community, and specifically one of the reasons why you work hard to impact those navigating food insecurity here across services.
Chad, it's in Wagner's DNA. Wagner is a privately held company, um, but there is no family trust fund. There are no grandkids. Wagner is owned by two charitable foundations. And that sets the tone for our culture and what's important to us as an organization. I think it's a great opportunity for our people to feel a purpose, to understand why it is that we do what we do, and know that the money that we make every day, it goes two places and only two places. It either gets reinvested into the company or to the communities in which we work.
That's incredible, to have an organization that believes in the people, not only the people that work there, to ensure that they have sustainability and can grow as individuals, but then, dollars that you make, putting back into the community. And so having a partnership, in locally, right here in the community, the partnership's important to
Yeah.
us. Why is it important to Wagner?
It gives purpose to our people. We work hard every day. But let's face it, we sell paint sprayers. But to be part of something that's bigger and more important than just the jobs we do or ourselves, I think brings real value to our employees. And I think there's a level of engagement that as an employer that benefits us. But I think it's a purpose thing for our employees.
So great statement. It's an engagement and
Mhm.
purpose, and it's about feeling good. It's about rolling out of bed in the morning and knowing you're going to make a difference in
Yeah.
someone's house, someone's building, their car, all the different things. I know you guys have worked hard with us, just recently, bringing in hundreds of backpacks to
Mhm.
schools right around the corner. And can you talk a little bit about why you guys chose to partner up with Cross Services and engage in the commitment of giving back to families maybe in need?
Yeah, the beneficiaries of our foundation are very clear. Mr. Wagner Joseph, who founded the company, was big into education. He was an engineer, and that was important to him. But the other primary beneficiary of the money from the foundation is families in need. And it was just perfectly aligned. We started our backpack packing event. I don't know if it's been 5 years, maybe more. We started with a couple hundred backpacks, and I think now we're approaching 1,000. We
Amazing.
shut the factory down, we buy the supplies, and it is one of the most popular events that we hold. People want to be part of it. They want to touch it. They want to do something good for the kids in our community. Just for me to walk into the room gives me goosebumps to see our people working together on such a noble task.
Now I know, as the president of Wagner, one of the things for you is to be visible out in your buildings and to walk through and meet your employees and understand what their daily work is. And I
Sure.
think that's truly a statement about who you are as an individual. But when you talk to the employees And you talk about the community connections and engagement, and then you talk about the backpack drives. You're doing a food drive. What do your employees have to say, or how do you think they feel?
It's an emotional experience for our people. I mean, I hear stories of people that came back and were deeply moved by the impact they had packing food or backpacks or whatever the event is, but doing something good for people in our community. And it's real value to us as human beings, I think, to know that we did something good for somebody that isn't as lucky as we are. And I think that has real value to us as human beings and employees of a company that cares about its community.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to tour several months ago
Great.
one of your facilities, and had the opportunity to engage with a few of the employees that were working out there. And their appreciation and sense of community or belonging to a bigger picture, maybe than not only just working for Wagner, but knowing that you give back to the community
Yeah.
was very rewarding to hear from my perspective as an executive of a nonprofit. You're briefly talking about mission and how they may align, coming together to meet the basic needs, around food insecurity and how education is important.
Yeah.
If you could maybe just talk a little bit about, other opportunities that Wagner has worked closely with the community to give back, where they align with the missions. Talk a little bit about that.
I wish I had the list of organizations that we support. There are dozens. We support Habitat for Humanity. We have a couple builds every year where employees are out there, and those events fill up fast. But it is that families in need thing where our organization's passion is right now. We give a significant sum of our profit every year to both education, to make sure like food, like a place to sleep, being able to read has a huge impact on a young person's trajectory in life. Um, the statistics are overwhelming.
Again, I know that's one of the pieces when you look at your mission. You guys really work hard in getting out and engaging in community and giving maybe back to those who are less fortunate.
Yeah.
Um, and you do it in multiple different ways. And again, our food shelf here locally, there's all these programs that come together to make a difference. And so, in today's world, when we see people coming into the food shelf, they're coming here for multiple reasons. You had a team out here the other day that
Mhm.
delivered a lot of backpacks, and we were able to tour the facility. And I think every time somebody walks into Cross Services, they understand, you know, we're a food shelf, but you're not just getting a banana box full of canned goods. You're getting fresh, healthy, culturally appropriate food. And they really start to understand what goes on and what makes a difference. The parking lot's full and people are lined
Mm.
up to get into the facility through the day. How would you go about encouraging maybe other organizations or companies similar to Wagner? Why should they get involved?
Yeah, every organization like yours, Chad. I mean, the need is overwhelming. Just walking through your lobby right now, it's packed. There's no place to sit, and there are people coming in and out. In the 2 minutes that I stood in your lobby, it's humbling. We're both so fortunate not to worry about food, but there are so many people that aren't as fortunate as we are. And I think for our employees that have been here and seen it, it's almost life altering for them to see the need in our backyard for the people that are here that with our small donations we can make a real difference. And I think that's motivating, that's inspiring, but it's rewarding knowing that we can help in our own little way, to put food on somebody's table tonight, so they don't go to bed hungry. Wow. That's
It seems
what did I do today? Don't ask me about what we shipped or build or man.
it
We help
seems
somebody
really
put food on
simple.
the table.
It seems simple, but it's a big deal, and the
Yeah.
need continues to grow. Just in the last year, we've seen a 29% growth of families who are coming in our front doors,
Mm.
one to access food, but again, there's a need to break that cycle of poverty. You might need additional services, and so we work really hard with other community resources to partner up. And when you put all the resources together, we've got a crack at making a difference in somebody's lives, and that's what we're really thankful for in that sense. A lot of resources coming together to make a difference in one family's life, and if we can change one family's life, we're thankful and we're humbled by having that opportunity to be able to do that. We're thankful for Wagner. We're thankful for your partnership, the impact that you guys personally invest for you to come out on site at Cross Services to understand and really gain a better perspective of what's going on. And so, thank you on behalf of Cross Services. Thank you for your commitment to the community. Thank you for your commitment to Cross. I want to share with everybody out there that not only do we need donors and partners to make an impact on the families we've got going on, but I want you to be aware of that. If there's people in your organization, your company that need access to food, financial assistance, children programs, Christmas toys, we're here for you as well. And so thank you again. But I'm going to give you the last word in sharing with the entire cross world, our audience out there, of what's most important to Wagner as you guys think about giving back to the community, your local food shelf, and impacting young children and their entire family so that they don't go to bed tonight hungry.
Ted, we're just grateful for the opportunity to make a difference and to contribute to the great work that you and your organization does. The need is huge. Money helps, muscle and labor and time and passion helps too. But the impact on our organization from the small ways that we're involved with your team is phenomenal. And it makes a difference in the lives of our employees. But I really want to thank you and your organization. Um, they're the ones really making the difference. We're helping, but it's your team that's out there every day, hours upon hours, working their butts off to really make an impact in our communities. And I'm just from the Wagner folks, we're grateful for the work your team does.
This is Chad with Chad. I'm with Greg McGuirk, the president with Wagner. And again, we're honored to have you all today. And thank you so much for your support, Cross Services.